no matter how active you are, no matter how good your businesses are that you create, when it comes to the total portfolio, whether it's the family portfolio or a big institutional portfolio, you need to bring in global diversification. And from my country, Silicon Valley, you've all heard what has been said about finance. If you're in the financial services, you better look for another job, because fintech, AI is going to put you out of work. Fintech is going to have big impacts in some areas rather quickly, potentially. It's going to have a lot of headwind if it tries to do it by itself. It cannot create trust by itself. It needs trust to succeed. And the value of the trust asset is going to go up. So anyone who has trust, anyone who has clients who trust them, fintech's not going to take their job away. It's going to enhance their job. It's going to give them the chance to build their businesses to be larger, to do more services. Exactly the opposite, in my view, for what you often hear predicted. Because the holder of the trust asset has the thing that's the most valuable. The technology is wonderful, but it's highly competitive. As fast as you come up with a technological innovation, somebody is working on a better one to compete with you. Now, before we go any further, you know, I have one rule in finance that I would teach to children, kindergarten through 12th grade. It's the one rule that if I can only give one, which is there's no free lunch. And if it looks too good to be true, it's probably not true. And if we taught that to everyone, I think they'd save a lot of grief. That said, I ask you, think about the retirement solution for any one of you. You're a young group, I can see it, okay? The problem you're trying to solve is putting money in, let's say, every month for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And what you want to come out at the other end, maybe a half century from now, is a stream of income sufficient to sustain your standard of living for which you've become accustomed. That's the problem that you're solving. That is an extremely complicated intertemporal optimization under wide uncertainty, stretching over decades. Very complex problem. Could you really believe that an adequate solution would be to take one piece of information about you, your age, and from that one piece of information, be able to design a strategy that will cut you through all those times, all that uncertainty, and somehow glide you in to any kind of close to optimal solution? Really? Would you buy that? By the way, if you're in the finance industry, if that were true, you really better look for another job, because if we can take that complex a problem and solve it with that degree of simplicity, we don't need all the financial service machinery that's out there. But I can assure you, it's a lousy solution, because if you have a goal and your chances of getting to the goal are not good enough, there's only 3 ways to improve getting to the goal. Save more, work longer, take more risk. Right. Those are the only meaningful questions.